I, I really hate this event. We're doing the Dream Car Championship for Part 72. The watch will see our power and speed. This is a 5-race championship for the fastest of the fast Dream Machines. 5 races. Race number 2 is the one that's getting me trouble. We're using a Toast A Monster Feel Light for this. His entry requirements, surprise wars, and a typical opponent, so let's just get down to it. This is not going as well as I wanted to. All because of the second race. Screwed up at least in my last 3 attempts so far, so... Okay, the game trolled me for the first 4 attempts at this, and then decided not to put those 3 tough opponents in there. Great job, game, you trolled me. But anyway, so what I changed for this, I adjusted the transmission to go up to 224. And I put a high turbo kit onto this machine so I can go faster. Anyways, the first race is gonna be 5 laps at Turismo Workhorse, so let's get on the racing, shall we? And since it's a championship, I'm gonna just like just speak, you know, during loading screens because I don't have to restart those attempts. Oh boy. Yay, I don't have to wait to talk. Okay, so I didn't expect for this to happen, but the first 4 attempts out here, wow, it was the Autodesk coming to your touring car. I thought that was a Japanese GT car, to be honest, but no. Oh boy, I cannot believe this actually happened. The first 4 attempts were painful. It was because, there are 3 tough opponents that you gotta deal with in this championship. At least in almost every time that you start this up though. You're gonna get beaten by 3 top opponents. A Beaten V12 Ramar, a Jaguar XCR9, and an AMG Mercedes CLK LM. You might know what those cars are. You possibly know this game too, so yeah. So this championship has been a little bit of a pain in the butt to me. It's because of, you know, the thought of like, you know, dealing with those 3 cars. And knowing that since they're technically prototypes, the V12 Ramar is definitely a prototype. But since those 3 are technically prototypes, so they have the advantage in the 4th race, which leads me to getting the turbo and the transmission used. However, since they're not in here, I'm still gonna use them so I can become fast in the 4th race. And the last 3 attempts has been very much bad because of the 2nd race. I would either get loose or I would not manage to win the race at all because of the thought of those 3 prototypes. Oh, look at this, the game finally finishes trolling for me. It trolled me in the first 4 attempts, and now, this is the 5th attempt. I'm just glad they decided to just move this car to this attempt, because honestly, I've had enough of this championship already. I just want to be done with this championship so I can move on to the other events and finish this game up once and for all. I was getting a little bit upset, so I even said that this was going to be almost as bad as doing the Red Bull X2014 Standard Championship. But I guess it's not going to be so bad after all though, since those 3 prototypes are not in this championship in this attempt. I just hope it can stay that way, and I can just finish up the 2nd race. Cause honestly, that 2nd race was going to get me more of a trouble anyway. Might have an easy advantage in the 4th race though. But anyways, yeah, I decided to just choose the Feel Light for this Dream Car Championship because hey, it fit the racing style of like most of these cars here, so I decided why not use them. And also to the fact that my dream car is actually something different. You saw that, you saw me buy it before, so yeah. And I'm gonna use that in 2 future events. Yeah, 2 future events. Alright, just gonna pass Cooper's GTR Concept LM race car. And look, I got to the lead in the 2nd lap though. Oh yay! And like the previous attempts, I got to the lead in like the 3rd or 4th laps, but now the 2nd lap? Oh, that's sweet. But anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all wondering, why don't you take a request from us? We requested you to drive this car for this event, but you didn't choose them. Well, of course, I've had that happen to me a couple times. Like one person commented that they wanted me to use the Mercedes AMG VGT car for the GT Championship, but instead I used the C6 Corvette 01. And also I commentated that with a yes, so yeah. And also they also wanted me to use a Mirror's 2000 GT1 Turbo when clearly I used the 2004 RE Armamias Project RX-7 in the World Circuit Tour. This is because I'm not taking any requests for cars to pick for these events. Like, I was going around for these events, and as of right now, I actually have the cars. I actually have my rest of my let's play planned out though for this game. I actually have the rest of my let's play planned out. I'm not taking like any more requests to like use a particular car for a particular thing, because I have a feeling that might not work, or it might be just too easy for me. I don't know. I decided to just feel like to make it more challenging. Well, it's kind of a little bit challenging right now though, because of the second and fourth races or something. But considering that I don't see the tough opponents in here and that the chores finally over, yeah, I can finally relax. I can finally relax and win this championship. Yeah. I don't know. My life's become struggles lately. And I finally found out time to record this too. Today's Thursday by the time this is recorded. I recorded the first attempt on Saturday, but then because of the fourth day, I was like, you know what, screw it, save it for another time, and I finally found it do it today. I should have done it Monday or Wednesday, but then Monday I just uploaded a dub and I was like, oh, I want some relaxation time, so yeah. And then Wednesday I would have done so, but my mom was like, yo, do homework, go do homework. So I did homework anyways, cause I didn't want to disappoint the teacher, and also I was struggling real bad though. Real bad though. I mean, my grades were like average. I just wanted to be out so I don't have to repeat the class or attend summer school, cause that could be painful. I want to be able to get this done before I go on my summer vacation. Which of course it's gonna take up like a portion of my summer, and I want to be able to have time during that time to be able to record this, since of course I'm gonna have a job later in the summer. So yeah. And originally I would have recorded this tomorrow though, because today I was gonna be able to edit a dub, but one of my voice actors hasn't sent me her lines quite yet. And then I thought if she wasn't gonna be able to send her lines by the time I got home, I was like, you know what, just record this part today. They no matter. Yeah. Like, I don't know, no pressure. Like, I don't know, but like I was gonna, I decided to just record this part today, and seeing as this is gonna be finally beneficial to me, I don't have to worry about doing another attempt anymore. Except for the fact that I have to worry about doing good around the next race. Because that was a real painful in the butt. Like, seriously. I was doing good in the first attempt though, and now it's like becoming a holocaust for me. This is not becoming the way that I wanted to. Alright, coming to the last lap of the first race. Like, if I found time for this to record this part, and it was today. Thank God. A troll has finally ended. But of course, you know that I hate trolls. Like they send an opponent for you, you do an upgrade, and it's like, really? They did some move then after I upgraded? This game has probably trolled me long enough though. I don't want to be trolled on long enough, because I want to be able to use these cards though in these specific events. Alright? Okay. Alright, coming up to help pin up the East courts there. Coming to the infield of the speedway. Into the last chicane. Coming down the straightaway up the west course. And the first race is finally done. Well, guess what? Next race that gave me a struggle is I have to complete that too. I just hope I can do so. God. Man, that one in that C601L race car has been really struggling lately. Like, I saw what happened to Vital with a mistake like that before though. They would overdrive the turn and then spin out after going to the grass. So that's how Alvin lost, I don't know, like 5 positions. Yeah, 5 positions. Because he overdrove the turns and basically spun out. I'm just glad we have this field though. I mean, you would have expected me to do some tough competition with the prototype, but I guess they decided not to put them here the moment that I clicked on it. I'm a little glad, but also a little angry at the same time because this game has trolled me long enough. You have no idea how much they trolled me, which caused me to just screw up and waste number 2. Because the thought of that, it screwed me up long enough. Especially since the fourth race of the championship was to their advantage. And the last 4 drivers did not finish before the screen could fade out. Okay, let's just get our money and our stars. And here's the points ranking of the first race. Alright, now let's move on to the second race. And guess what this second race is? Yep. Willow Springs International Raceway. Big Willow. You gotta be careful with this track if you drive a fast car though. If you one mistake of you going to the sand though, you're in for a tough time. Oh, he's down in the pole, so you lost 6 positions in the last race, so yeah. So yeah, you gotta be careful on this track though if you're driving a fast car. One mistake and you're done for. No wait, it can cost you the win. That's how much this race kinda hates me with the fact that the prototypes are in here. But now they're not in here, so I'm just gonna have to be silent so that I can make my way around this track so for the rest of this race, I'm gonna have to be silent so I can make my way around the track was also make my way past everyone. Oh, and by the way, this is 4 laps on, so just so you know, or you couldn't read. Alright, first lap is complete, 3 more to go. Okay, I have to admit that was a great exit out of the last corner. Oh wait, I'm just halfway there. I'm glad I got. Oh, okay. I'm glad I got this far. When I was at the halfway point, I was like still halfway behind the leader, in the past attempts. What else I gotta deal with? And this is why Cooper has passed Alan, because that GTR has a better cornering strategy while Alan has a better speed strategy. Yeah. You can see the polar opposites one here, of course. American car, Asian car. Greater speed, greater cornering. Well, this car is gonna be the polar opposite of Alan's car, not Cooper's. Well, I still compare the opponent's versions, but I'm just gonna add myself with this mix. Oh yay, look at that, I'm finally in the lead. Let's just hope I can drive cleanly in the last lap. This is what I hate the most, so I always screw up at one point. Well, in the last 3 attempts, I screwed up at one point that cost me the win, with the thought of those prototypes in mind. Now I just have to just completely drive this race clean. Drive the rest of this race, the last lap, cleanly around this track, not make any mistakes, and just go on to win. Because honestly, I've had my fair share of this painful monstrosity right here. Okay, that was a mistake, but I'm in the lead, and I didn't lose the position, so it didn't cause me to win. Yeah! However, Cooper is still on my butt. So I still have to be fast, but also be careful on here. Oh, okay, car's getting loose, I saved it. Alright, just one more section in this short race, so I'm surprised this race is short. I thought it was gonna be 5 laps like Motegi, but I guess not. I know the third race is gonna be long though. Okay, just get into the last corner. Good thing it didn't go off track. And finally, after three attempts at this, and I'm not counting the first attempt down. After 3 attempts at this, I finally get to win the second race. God's sakes. So now I can move on to the third race now. Isn't that lovely? Oh, man. This event can be a holocaust to me. This could be, I don't know, just as bad as the Ringmasters. I repeat the second race 4 or 5 times. I mean, I should possibly just stick with. I should possibly just stuck with like. Excuse me. I should probably just stuck with sports tires on my Corvette rather than just wet tires, cause those traction on those wet tires might not be good for you. Oh boy. And it's a good thing since this is a short race. All the drivers gonna finish before the screen phase. Yeah. And the screen finish, that was just me pressing X. Alright, 71,000 credits. And after next race we reach 5 million credits. Isn't that gonna be nice? Alright, so here's the point standings after the second race. Well, at least my choosing the Lexus ISF car got 5 points. So now there's 5 drivers with no points at all. Anyways, race number 3 is gonna be at Cape Wing. We haven't done a race around here in a while, so why not put this race in the Dreamcon Championship, right? It's gonna be 4 laps around Cape Wing. Okay, we can work with that. I know this race is gonna be longer than the last race because of how long this track is. Law on the price award for this race being higher than the last 2 races. Anyway, let's just get going anyways. Okay, so third race, 4 laps of Cape Wing, let's go. Now I can possibly just lose a little bit of concentration, but just of course race 1 here good. Oh, I forgot to mention I might mention this or I might not, but yeah, I took a test drive on this freeway to see if it's gonna be competitive for the Dreamcon Championship at Motegi. And I was comparing the lap times I would do to a Let's Player, and they're good. Oh, okay, we could just do that then. However, since this is a long track though, I could possibly just get up there. Plus the field though, no prototypes means that, you know, possibly less stress. Yeah. I mean, look, to be fair, Marquez, he did try to get me off track though. I mean, like, he couldn't get me room to pass him, so yeah. He didn't give me room to pass him. Now I got room, so yeah. Yeah, to be fair, he did not give me room to pass him, so it's not entirely my fault. There. Oh, saved it. Okay, saved it. That turn I gotta be more careful of too. This wheel that Camaro Elm race car. You know what also makes me laugh? The fact that these cars used to have built-in yields, which was in GT4, but then after that in GT5 and 6, some of these cars are I have no idea what the heck that was. Which puts me back in the same position again. Well, 2 positions higher, but I don't know what happened there. I was just racing and all of a sudden my car just flips. Why the heck would that happen? Oh my god, this game is already trolling me long enough though. It's because of course, it's because I haven't done this race in a long time though, because the second race blocking me off with this continuous mistakes though. That's, you know, the screens around here is just, I don't know, it's just the fact that the race I keep winning in that corner, it made me flip. But most likely, I might be able to catch up to the lead with just 3 laps to go. I don't have to worry about any more prototypes, so it's most likely I'm able to catch up to these top 6 drivers up ahead. I'm in 7th place, by the way. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, I like how what makes me low to the idea is that some of these race cars that have like built-in yields from GT4 coming into the way into GT5 though, the yields were removed for unknown reasons. I don't know why either. I don't know why they decided to move this yields when coming to GT5, and I don't know why I just decided to look back though. Also look at the phone of the car, I think. Okay, so yeah, there's some of these cars like the Camaro race car and the Buick Special. The years were removed. I mean, I could tell most of them though, but yeah, I don't know why they decided to just move the years of these race cars though. I mean, some of these could be important. I mean, they do have year events. They do have year events in this game as well. So why remove the years? Why not keep them? I mean, they could be useful though. I know they could be. I mean, we don't know the year though. They don't know when this was created. You're gonna have to look back in GT4 to find out the year of that exact model. Oh, come on, Freeman, make way for me, please. Alright, got the 4th place, that fast. And now I see 3 cars ahead of me, which is led by Alan at C6 cover 01. Now coming to these turns, I want to make sure I don't flip my car this time. I don't want to flip my car. I want to see where I got the idea for. Oh, that curb though. I found out how I flip my car. It's that curb. Oh no, don't flip my car here. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Alright. Cooper Allen is just ahead of me, which is now my 2th opponents. Put off in many air quotes, because they're not as tough as the previous opponents that I've had to face. You just don't believe me because you don't see the attempts though. Well, I mean, like, if you played the game yourself, you might believe me, but since you haven't played the game, you might not believe me. But I'm telling you, this is true. I've had to have many encounters with these protests that now this game decided to just end us trolling, well, other than the tracks so that I can, like, you know, so I can finally have a relaxation on this event. I mean, this was meant to use these dream cars though, like, you know, just racing cars. I mean, I don't find any point into putting a couple prototypes in this episode other than just a challenge. An extremely tough challenge to be exact. And I'm looking back because the opponent's behind me. Now that's a good reason. I just like how the top half of the field is just separated from the bottom half. Yeah. I really like that. Yeah, I'm really surprised they decided to just put the fuel eye into Gran Turismo. I signed with 5. I mean, it's crazy too. I mean, this is a good car. That's why I decided to just pick this for the Dream Car Championship. I was stuck with my dream car, but I'm saving that for 2 events, so one in this class and one in the super class. Okay? Because, I mean, considering that's my favorite racing car of all time, I want to save it for a very special occasion, and that is, of course, what you've been waiting for. And I've been waiting for it too. I just have to get through this game so I can get to that event. Okay, I just do that. But seeing as I'm far ahead of the pack though, it's no problem at all. It is no problem. Though it can score my lap time though. It's no problem at all though for me. Well, for now though. The next race is possibly gonna be the factor one here. It's possibly gonna be the problem. I don't know. I just hope that my speed is gonna be good enough for that though. Thank God I don't have to steal those prototypes anymore the next race. I might as well just, you know, just go along with the breeze anyway. Just that ramp right there coming to the spiral bridge of Cape Ring. Oh. Oh, no, don't ride the wall, don't ride the wall, okay. I don't want to ride the wall. I just want to get through this. Okay, it hurts my thumb just pushing the left directional button for a long time. We're coming to the last turn. We just got one more lap to go here at Cape Ring. And then 2 races to go, and then finally I'll be done with this. We have had enough of this, honestly. Okay, here we go. Last lap here at Cape Ring. Of course, the theme of GT6 is playing right now. Speaking of the theme of GT games, a special one will be able to play in a big event, so prepare yourselves for that though. And it appears as the intro music for the Gran Turismo 1 through 5 intro and the Japanese version of the game. Because of how, you know, of how Gran Turismo changes its layout for the NTSC, American, PAL, European, and the Japanese versions of the games, they set up with a different intro that has different music. And like, you know, they changed the menu layout. Oh, shoot. Oh, at least I kept it to save it on the wall though. Yeah. But yeah, basically the region versions of the games, they have like different layouts, along with different music though, which I find a little disappointing to just make some music only exclusive to that region. But the theme of Gran Turismo plays in the Japanese intros of Gran Turismo 1 through 5. And I think it does appear on the soundtrack of the Japanese version of the Gran Turismo games. And thank God does that intro music play as the previous music of the big event. For you Gran Turismo fans out there, you know what I'm talking about. But for those who don't know, just wait a little longer, please. I've had a busy life here, along with wanting to complete this myself too, and the main struggles I've had with completing this game. So, just sit back and wait patiently for this to end. We'll get to that big event soon enough. Trust me, I want to do it too, and I'm gonna try to get a friend to do it with me as well. Well, at least commentate that part with me. So yeah. Which is also going to be the first part where I have my favorite racing car there. Alright, coming out the last turn. And race number 3 is finally done. Oh god. I'm glad. But wait, we have 2 races left to go. So we're not done yet. And I want to be done. It sucks for you. Those 2 more races at you anyway. Oh boy. Man, the field is pretty much mixed up there. I mean, it's spread out, but it's also mixed up as well. Like Taiwan in the XT220 is reading the bottom pack. I'm a bit surprised at that, though, to be honest. I just want them to finish too, since this might be a pain just waiting for them to be to finish. Oh look, 44 seconds behind me, just type of finish for that bottom pack. There goes Lee, Patton, Varga, Marches, Lacante, Chichester, Yates, and now, come on, you gotta finish. Are you really that far behind though? You couldn't keep up with the bottom pack? Reyes? You better finish or the screen's gonna be fading without you. And we'll move on. Oh, you barely finished. You barely finished. A minute and 16 seconds behind. That's a bit too much, isn't it? And a bit too far too. Okay, so race number 3 is finished, and we have reached 5 million credits. Yeah. Yeah, I want to say yay, but it turned to yeah instead. I don't know why. It's a point stance as of right now, though. And let's move on to race number 4. Which is going to be the reason why I bought this turbo on my car and adjusted transmission. Yep. We're racing at South. Circuito South. I guess it's because I have the turning strategy advantage that the other races are turning tracks. This race is more of like a speedy type of track. I don't know why I'm taking my driver options for whatever reason. But yeah, race number 4 is on Circuito South. And this can be a little bit of a pain. Like, if you want to win this race, you gotta have a prototype, but I'm using with this fuel ice, so yeah. And seeing as there's no prototypes in this race, I'm just glad that I can finally stick with this. I mean, the turbo is gonna be used for just for this race, so not the other races. But I guess it's gonna be used. Well, I guess I'm just gonna win regardless. I mean, we'll have to find out for sure though, cause I adjusted transmission in the first attempt of this race, and I could not get up to 200 miles per hour unless I drafted someone. And after I passed a group of cars, so it wasn't going well for me, as I stayed in like 185 to 190 miles per hour, and I could not catch up to the leader at all. But seeing as how I put more power into this thing, and also adjust the transmission, I should be able to have more of a good time rather than a bad time around here. Let's just see if this turbo can really be useful. I mean, somewhat, I think. I don't know. This thing is getting there, but I don't know if it's gonna be a good call or not, though. I don't know. I'm 7.5 seconds behind the leader. But of course, I have the turning strategy, so it could be most likely I'm gonna be winning this race. And thank God there's no prototypes in here. There's a second back behind me to see if there's anyone just drafting me. I'm going to go to the second chicane. This is 3 laps long though, to be exact though. 3 lap long race. Alright, I'm just... oh, got loose. Saved it. Oh, so I guess the turbo was not really a matter. It just put more power into this thing. Wait, look at this. I'm getting more speed by drafting off of them. Complete bogus. Yeah, look at that. I just lost speed after I let go of the draft between me and them. Alright, now I'm in 4th place right now. Just past the Corvette and the Ford GTR race cars. There's the top 3 drivers ahead of me. The Zonda, the GTR Concept, and the C6 Corvette 01. Oh look, they're catching up to me. What? Not a surprise at all. Not a surprise. Okay. Going to the Indianapolis section, as they call for the section of South. I don't know. And also, I get the idea how they have to manufacture Porsche into this game. Well, on the sign, on one of the signs of South, when clearly they don't add Porsches in Gran Turismo. They only add roofs. Yeah, this might be a little bit of a problem. You see, the manufacturer Porsche has been popular in Germany as one of the famous sports cars, you know. And it didn't put it in Gran Turismo, but they decided to just put it in Forza Motorsport instead. It was still just regular content for Forza 1 to 3. However, when Forza 4 arrived, by the time the Forza 4 was coming, EA has took over the license of Porsche, and since Forza was made by Turn 10, they decided not to have Porsches in Forza 4 anymore, and just replaced them with, like, you know, this custom German manufacturer that tuned up the Roughs, that tuned up the Porsches, called Roughs. I mean, I like the Roughs, but you know, I think people like Porsches better. So yeah, I mean, like, they decided to just put Roughs in Forza 4 instead. However, later in May 2012, they decided to just add a Porsche expansion pack. You know, just have a manufacturer that's for 30 Porsches in there, including some old ones that you've seen before. So yeah, I mean, like, I like how they have the idea of adding Porsche in the Forza games. I don't think there was a Porsche expansion of Forza Horizon, or the first Forza Horizon game. It could be. I think there was one in Forza 5. I know there's one in Forza Horizon 2, though, I believe. I don't know. But yeah, they had a Porsche expansion with its own campaign in Forza 6, and I know there's a Porsche expansion in Horizon 3 too. I like the idea that if EA took over the rights in Porsche, at least Porsche has got to be an expansion DLC to the later Forza games. And I know that Porsche is never going to be in Gran Turismo. I mean, there's one that snuck their way into GT3, but that can only be accessible through a cheat device. It is like, you know, a rough RGT, you know, if you know this game. But it's a Porsche 911 GT3 996. Yeah, just in plain yellow. And how you can access it in GT3, you have to have a cheat device for your PS2 so that you can be able to access it. So yeah, it want to drive the Porsche 911 GT3 though, and GT3. Wow, wow! I like how I said GT3 and then as in Gran Turismo 3, and that the name of the car has the word GT3 in it. I find that funny. Thankfully, Cooper right there is in my shoes as well. His car is fast, but he does not have a good top speed either. Alright. There's these two cars right up ahead though. At least this is less struggling than having to catch up to the prototype. Yeah, I mean, like, if you want to drive the Porsche 911 GT3 and GT3, yep, lol. You have to have like a cheat device so you can be able to access this car, along with 3 other secret cars in GT3. Well, they call secret cars for a specific reason, which is the Lancia Strato, the Lancia Strato's rally car, and the Lamborghini Nomad Diablo GT, which is only available as regular content in a Japanese version of GT3. Like the Nomad Diablo GT1, I think it's called, yeah. It was gonna be a planned car to be in GT3. However, it was cut out of the American and European versions for unknown reasons. So it just decided to just stick in the Japanese version as regular content. Like, if you want to access the Nomad Diablo and the American or European versions, you have to have a cheat device to be able to, like, you know, access this specific car. And I don't think it may appear to GT4 though. I mean, there's the same thing that happened. There's a Toyota as an Ultra 4 Supra GT3 car that was in GT4. However, it was only in the Japanese version. I think it's in the European version too, by what I can tell by the intro. I don't know. It could be in the European version. I have no idea. Yeah, it was cut out of the American version. I don't know why. Yeah, that's like what happened. The Nomad Diablo and GT3 cut out the American European versions of the game. Toyota as an Ultra 4 Supra cut out the American version of GT4. I have no idea why. I have no idea why they would cut out these cars though, or just change the format of the game when they could just clearly just do the same for all the versions here. I really don't know why. Anyways, we're on the last lap though, and I'm in the lead, so I just hope I can stay in the lead. Oh, going too fast. I was not gonna try to steal left, because I would just spin my car out further, so I decided to just, you know, go in one direction so that I could, you know, save me a little bit more of time and stuff. We're just gonna pass Alan's Corvette 01 race car. Okay, and yeah, the thing is, I don't like how these cars are being cut out of the recent versions of the games. I mean, they don't explain why. It's just like how there's a GT concept in the GT4 Pro, however, the Americans don't own it because it was never released in America. It was only released in Europe and Japan. I have no idea. I mean, I want to try out these games, but they're not released in America, so how could I ever try them? Of course, online purchasing, but would it even work in American PS2? I don't really know. Would it work though? Maybe, maybe not. I do want to try out those games though. If there could be some way I can access them, I really gotta try them out. And if they stay European in my American PS2, well then screw it. I can work with that though. I'm just at least playing the European version part of the game. And of course they have an English language too, so it's gonna be no problem. Just trying to hold off Rado and Alan with their Corvette and Zondas. Those are fast cars. This car is supposed to be fast, however it's not getting up to top speed. Even with the turbo kit equipped though, it's not helping out. Even with the turbo kit equipped though, it's not helping out at all. Come on, hold them off, hold them off. Oh, bump! Let's bump! Come on, get to this turn. This is a sharp turn right here. And they are some tough competition. Cooper fell back, despite being a tough competitor. He fell back though, because his car cannot withstand, such as like my car will not withstand the speed. Gonna block them off, and since this is a small gap on the road, it'll be easy to hold them off no matter what else happens. Okay, just going to the Indianapolis section of the circuit to a south track. Okay. Alright, 2 more sections to go though, so I can finally end this race off and move on to the last one. God dang it. But also, Porsche, other than that, Porsche has not been in the Gran Turismo game ever since, not even by a cheat device though. However, the Nova Diablo, it did not appear in GT4, but it made its return in GT5 as a standard car because technically it's been in a previous Gran Turismo game. But yeah, it's made its return in GT5 as a standard car. And now you can finally access the car in the Lamborghini dealership of GT6. So yeah, I am planning to purchase that car, though I'm gonna have to wait till I can use it. Wait, you thought I was gonna buy it for the Super GT500 championship? No, I'm planning to use another car for that. In fact, I'm gonna use the official Gran Turismo car for the Super GT500 championship. And I'll go more into detail in the later part though. But for now, I can finally win race number 4 without having any troubles at all. Yeah, finally. But wait, there's one race left to go. Oh, we can finally get to this race because this, stupid race right here. We can finally get to the last race without having any troubles in this Holocaust race. Oh my god, this was painful. Well, in the first attempt it was, I can finally access this race, and the 5th attempt of recording this. And I'm almost 45 minutes into recording anyway, so I don't see any point in quitting. I just hope that it doesn't quit on me. Man, these cars are slow, which explains how they take so long to finish. And the last 2 drivers could not finish before the screen faded. What a shame. Okay. Alright, we just get our money. And let's move on to the last race of the Dream Car Challenge so that we can finally end this and have a clean sweep of the wins. Okay, let's go. The Dream Car Championship race number 5 and the finale of it is going to take place at the Nürburgring. I've been waiting to do this race, like freaking waited. And I finally get to do this race for the first time. Well, I've done it before though, but first time in this Let's Play, finally. And I don't know why we're going to drive up this again. We're gonna be doing 2 laps around the Nürburgring 12-hour course. So yeah, it's gonna be some fun. Racing around this one long heck of a track. So yeah, at least this is more of a turning type of track instead of a speedy type of track. So I can have little to no problems with it at all. Just checking, and our cars have headlights on. Why do they have headlights on if it's daytime? I don't get it. I mean, why is our car's headlights turned on when it is clearly daytime here? I have no idea why. I mean, sunset or dusk, that would be reasonable, you know, also at nighttime, but why in the daytime? There's nothing else for you to see, and I just randomly got into that all-day for Skyrim GTR touring car. Because the first turn always gives you the advantage, so. And my phone is sad right now. It's sad. The phone, the cars are sad. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can possibly get to this track with little to no problems at all, though. Well, besides from the Rainmaster, that was one big problem right there when it's raining. But I can get to this track with little to no problems whatsoever. This have to be the case of like passing these opponents right here. Okay. High speed turn. Oh! Ooh, almost got off road, but no problems. Yeah, you saw that. Alright, just catch him to Alan's Corvette race car right here. Yeah, I mean, like, I had discussions with a friend who can commentate on a part with me in this game. And, you know, I reason being so because, he can do a really good job at explaining how the track can go. So I decided, since these 5 races for this big event takes place on real life tracks, I was just like, hey, why not get him up for that? Since he would be able to, he knows those tracks, and he can explain how they can go. Alright, going to the north side area. Now, don't forget, we have to do 2 laps of this, so you're going for one long ride here. You're going for one long ride, and that the field is going to be spread out a lot. I mean, it won't be much by just seeing the track map, but it's gonna be a lot by distance, so yeah. Yeah, I really like this track. I think this is my favorite track ever. Because I can get to this track in a video game with no problems. Well, besides from Need for Speed Ships, because the physics were terrible. I mean, the physics were terrible. I like the graphics in that game, but the physics I have to admit were terrible. I have no idea why I decided to just pick that game. Okay. Just be careful on here because yeah. I mean you will expect that most people cannot make it on here because this track is so big and it's so complex too with its turns, but I have little to no problems with this, so I don't have any complaints about it. Now that I'm in the lead, I may not go as fast as I can, so I'm gonna be careful on here. Okay. Complex turns on here. Wait, I thought they were gonna catch up to me. Well, they're not close behind me, but it looks like they're about to catch up to me. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh shoot! Low speeds, oversteer. No. Oh, God. Ugh. Boy. They're still 2 seconds behind me. I mean, with the way I'm driving and the way they're driving, they'll keep me up good. I have to admit, they keep up good. Oh, by the time this is recorded though, it's 3 days before my birthday. Hey, remember last year I did a birthday stream? That was nice. When a year later I just realized, not really, cause we're a bit cringy. It's just myself most of the time though. I probably don't plan to do a birthday stream this year, cause I already got plans to do on my birthday, such as go to a movie, and I don't know if I want to go out for a birthday dinner or something. I don't know, but yeah. I probably don't plan to stream, considering that my birthday's on a Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, last year was a Saturday. That was actually... I don't know how they got caught up to me. I mean, I think I was driving slow on here to be careful, you know. I mean, it's other than going to the fact that last year, my birthday was on a Saturday, which was totally reasonable. But, I mean, like, to do a birthday stream. But this year's a Sunday, which I find a little weird to stream on Sundays, so... I mean, you usually are not very productive on Sundays. Well, aside from real life work, but... You're usually not very productive and you just want to relax on Sundays. So, yeah. Some tough racing with these opponents right behind me. Oh, no. Ah, God. Dang it. Not again. Got loose. Now I'm gonna have to try to find my way around Alan. Okay. They're holding some tough competition right there. Okay. Oh no. Oh, shoot. Oh, these guys are right behind me. Oh, God. Oh boy, look, we're gonna go in the straightaway now, where they're gonna have the advantage. Alright, down the straightaway we go, and that sign says Audio 10v10. I like how it says that, because we actually have that call in this game. And the Forza too. Not the second Forza, but I mean the series. I just like how I'm holding this car back behind, and Cooper is just like suffering. How we're just possibly just gonna pass him the moment that he catches up. Alan bumped into me, but he's not gonna pass me. Nope, no way. I mean, he can still try to race to get past me, but there's no way I'm gonna let him win this race. Considering that we're going to the last lap anyways, and the last place car just got onto the straightaway. Oh, that's a tough race, but I can actually handle this first turn though. It's tight, but I can handle it. See? And look how much I got ahead of him. So yeah. This race took up like 17 minutes of this recording. Well, it is gonna take up 17 minutes of this recording, possibly 18. I don't know, because of how far behind these opponents actually are. God. Five exact seconds behind in that checkpoint. Wow, that's gotta be amazing. Alright. Grand Prix circuit done. Get back on the Nordschleife. The complex turniest turns of the track itself. Well, I'm far ahead of Alan right now, though, so gives me a good time to be able to do this and stuff. To get around here quicker and stuff. I don't know. But also be careful on this track. I just love how the last place driver isn't even on the north side area yet. Because of how slow that car actually is. Oh, my thumb's already hurting from using the controller too long and stuff. Oh, by the time I got to that checkpoint, the last space driver is finally on the north side. I wonder how far they're behind me right now. Let's see, Alan is now... Come on, show up. 13.5 seconds. Wow, I actually made that ground up away from him. I'm a little glad, because he just gave me troubles in the first round. He's probably gonna catch up to me once we get down the straightaway. Yeah, he's probably gonna catch up to me when we get down the straightaway of the North Drive, because his car is faster than the speed I can get with this fuel eye. I actually left a bit in the dust. He might catch up to me. I don't know. Well, he is gonna catch up to me, but he's gonna get to me by the time we're done going down the straightaway, because he's now losing more time than before. Oh boy, we're gonna go down the carousel a second time in this race. Alright, time to go down the carousel a second time. Last time in this part. 20 seconds. Wow, that's impressive. And look, I'm doing good around these corners now than what I did in the last lap. I could just see the motor racers' arrows just attempting to carousel themselves, when clearly they might or might not succeed at it or something. I don't know. I don't know how the car was able to do that. Well, I have a very big gap ahead of Alan, so I don't think it would matter anyways, since I'm almost still to the start finish line. I don't see how the car is able to act funny that way 3 times. Twice at Cape Wing, and once here at the Nürburgring 24-hour course. I don't see how that could happen. Yeah, considering how fast I'm going, they're gonna catch up, but they're not gonna catch up by a lot. Vital in that C6 Corvette 06 race car, I know what car he's driving. I mean, he just passed Cooper, GTR, so yeah. Okay, alright. Now, just to finish up these last corners here with the North Rifle, get back into the GP circuit, and finish off this race finally, as we are passing out into recording actually. Oh, finally! God sakes, this championship, the Dream Car Championship, is finally done. I'm glad. Now I don't have to do these races ever again. Everyone to complete this Let's Play. I mean, I might do them just for fun, but I'm not gonna do them again for this Let's Play. Cooper failed to 5th. And I can see that Reyes is not a fast racer, because he's in last place all the way back behind this small pack of cars that will possibly gonna barely see cars at start finish line. But the question is, I wonder, how many drivers are gonna finish before the screen fades? Because I know 6 has finished so far though, including me. And I finally, this championship is done. Alright, 7 with 3 minutes 4 TT on race car. We's possibly gonna complete the top half, considering how fast that Camaro is to the XCG20. Yep, we has cleared up the top half. 7 more to go. Yeah, they're possibly not gonna finish. Well, 10, 11, 12. Only 4 drivers cannot finish this race. You know, before the screen faded. Oh, good. I was wondering when we're gonna load up the screen. Okay. Let me earn my credits. Come on. There we go. I want the 3 stars. We have cleared up the Dream Car Championship finally. Perfect sweep. Here's the final point scenes that you can see. And as you see here, Varga, Yates, Recante, Dijkstra, and Reyes has not earned a single point at all. Oh, and since this is a championship, we also get the gold trophy and some extra credits. How many credits do we earn? We earn 115,000. Ooh, 5.3 million. Just barely got the 5.3 million credits. Yeah, boy. So I guess an estimated around 500,000 credits I earned in this championship. Okay, now this is done. It's all gold. It's all done. Now I don't have to do this anymore. But the next event, it's gonna be more of a pain. You're gonna see why. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a very good night.